Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Kentucky Angler, and today we're going to be throwing around the Cordell lipless crankbait. So I think it's going to be a very promising bait today. We got 50s, mid 50s. I can already see the bass jumping around, so yeah, let's give it a shot and hopefully we get a couple fish on. I do like fishing these lipless crankbaits on more sensitive rods. You can see I'm not using my crankbait rod. I like to be able to feel the bottom, feel the rocks or weeds or whatever I need to shoot through. So I find using a more sensitive rod is way more productive than me just having a big wobbly crankbait stick, which I do love fishing my diving crankbaits on and square bills. But I like to work this bait a little bit differently. I like to find some offshore structure. I like to cast over it. Find it's a lot more productive for me than just constantly tracing riprap. Also, when I am fishing this riprap, I like to place it right in between the end of the rock and the mud and kind of just smack up against the rock. I find that works pretty well too. There we go. Nice fish. Alright, first fish of the day. Got you good. There we go. It's a good looking one. Little largemouth. Love that little bit of orangey red on their fins. It's beautiful. Alright, this is our first one of the day. Handsome fella right here. Good looking fish on the lipless. We'll get him back in the water real quick. I just wanted to show him off considering he's our first. Alright, thank you, my friend. So this is the bait they're chasing. Sorry, buddy, I don't think you're gonna make it. Yeah. There we go. Stay down. He was still hanging out there. Hey, little guy. I know it wasn't just you making all that commotion. Oh, we got him good. There we go. That's a nice looking little guy. I know that wasn't you making all that noise. See, there's one right there chasing. I'm not going to throw him in so rough. Oh, it should be fine. I'm curious. I'm about to try to hit that area again. I knew there was a bigger one. He was not making all that noise. Collateral damage. Okay, that's a nice fish. Oh, yes. Oh, look at him. Did you record this time? Yeah. Wow. Let's get you on the hook real quick. Freaking tank. Wow, he looks, look at that. I wonder if that's some sort of skin infection or what, but same bass we caught yesterday had a very similar pattern. Question is this guy gonna be bigger or not? Alright guys, we got another freaking tank. Look, he's got the same sort of discoloration the other one had, that those black spots on him, on her, on the tail. Just destroyed the lipless. Beautiful. I'm gonna get a weight on this guy. Unfortunately, the other one didn't get recorded. However, I'm glad I came out today to kind of make a follow-up for the video. I was so disappointed I didn't get my other catch on here that I wanted to come out here and attempt another one. And sure enough, it is prevailed. Look at that fish, guys. I'm so stoked. Let's get a weight on him real quick. Make sure we're still recording. GoPro. I'm gonna guess, yesterday was 3.4. I'm gonna guess she's about 3, say 3.8. $3.11 and a quarter. Wow. And you bested yesterday's. Get you back in the water, girl. So before I run out of these, because I've snagged up a couple times now, this is the last one of this color. This is my favorite color. I want to say it's called Wounded Shad, something like that. It's got a little bit of white in it, a little bit of dark on top. I find it works pretty well. That's how I'm on with the polymer knot. Pretty much the knot I use for everything. There we go. Feels nice. Yeah. Come here, buddy. Another nice fish. Healthy one, doesn't have that skin thing that was going on with the other ones. Good looking fish. Get you back in. I really don't want to lose this square bill. I just jinxed myself, or excuse me, not square bill, lipless. Thanks for joining me today. If I'm talking a little bit quieter, I got my son in the other room taking a nap, so I'm trying not to wake him up. I'll try to make this kind of breaking down the bait portion short and sweet. Anyhow, first off, I make a reference in this video to other footage which I did not include. So I went out the other day, I tried to film this video in particular, and I had some severe technical issues with my GoPro. I had a couple of them was operator error, but I was also I didn't have footage that I thought I had. I went out, I realized my GoPro was cutting in and out throughout the actual day, which is really unfortunate because I caught some really nice fish. But that's, if I'm talking about other fish I caught, it doesn't necessarily make sense. I thought I was going to incorporate the little bit of footage I did have into this video, and I just decided to scratch it all and start from scratch. Anyhow, so today I was fishing the Cotton Cordell Super Spot, which isn't my 100% of the time go-to lipless crankbait. I had fished it before, but never in the frequency I did today, and I kind of want to do a, you know, go out and try it and give it more of an impartial review. So I feel like I can do that now after fishing this all day and catching some decent fish on them. I love the colors. I want to bring up right now that I went out and I bought some of these. They were in the discount bin actually. They were like $2. I want to say this was under $4. This is like $3 and some change. But after a few casts of this one, it looks very similar. It is not the same bait. It's width-wise, it was a bit smaller, and the action was just not there. So I just kind of altogether stopped using these. I'd say spend the extra $1, get this one, get the Super Spot. It's much better. Anyhow, these are half-ounce lipless crankbaits. I love the colors. I thought this one was super cool. Great selection there. Great action. I think they definitely compete with the more name brand. I won't necessarily say more name brand because obviously Cotton Cordell is a big name brand. I'll say higher end, more expensive crankbaits. It's kind of the word I want to use because this is, I'd say it's extremely great value. So under $4 for this quality of a bait, and I mean the action was fantastic, decent colors. Like I said, durability wise, I mean it's a piece of plastic with a rattle in it. I did break one of them. The wind took it. It was more of an operator error. Blew it right into the rocks, smashed this thing open. So that was unfortunate, but I didn't break any of them while I was actually in the water fishing them. So I'd say durability wise was solid. I'm not crazy about the hooks. That's my kind of my one complaint, and I'm not on here trying to complain about obviously a bait that's fantastic value, you know. Hook quality though, I lost some fish. I'm not necessarily gonna blame it 100% on the hooks. I know this is an awkward thing for a bass to kind of just grab in its mouth, and obviously there's a lot of room for error there. It's not like a smooth, sleek, kind of smaller profile crankbait. I mean, this is kind of awkward. And I didn't bend out any of the hooks actually catching fish. However, I did snag and bent them out that way a couple times, ripping a snag free. All around solid bait though. I enjoyed fishing it. I caught some great fish on it. Had a really good time. Got my buddy over here panting all crazy. If you hear that, that's what that is. So gear wise, I fish it on my Dobbins Champion Extreme HP, which I am crazy about this rod. This is really kind of my all-purpose bigger bait rod. So normally I wouldn't have thought to throw lipless on it. It kind of just happened. I had brought a couple rods with me that day, and I found that this is an extremely sensitive rod, and it's a heavy fast action rod, but it's one of my lighter rods, and I can just feel everything with it. I kind of bring up that I fish this bait differently. I like to feel what's going on. I like to feel that kind of rock that's just out there, and then I know to bring that bait over that rock several more times. You know, maybe go fish another area and come back to that area where I think bait are going to be kind of circulating around, and bass are going to be kind of hiding behind. So this rod gave me all that sensitivity I needed, and it had the strength to pull in the bigger fish, and I do flip these bass 99% of the time. Obviously I'm not going to try to balance on the rocks and reach my hand in its mouth and gently pull it up. It doesn't work that way. I lose a ton of fish that way. I'd rather just flip them up and grab them real quick. I do use 14 to 15 pound fluorocarbon when I throw these baits. So yeah, I absolutely love this rod. Reel wise, this is it's a 7-1 Shimano Bantam. I love the Bantam. I have a couple of these. It's kind of like my favorite workhorse reel. I can horse in fish with it. I can cast different baits a mile. It's easy to use. It's really a pleasure to use. So that is the combo I fished it on. I think I pretty much covered everything I was trying to cover today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a great time making it, editing it. I love the YouTube fishing community. I think it's pretty awesome. If you give me a like, drop a subscribe or a comment, I'd appreciate that. Anyhow, I hope you guys have a awesome holiday that's coming up, and be safe and treat each other well. Thanks, guys.